Hello people that in the house doing today. I just wanted to do a video. I suppose wanted to get it off my chest. Something. So I decided, the best thing to do that is to do a video and just talk about it. So apologies if I do ramble on a bit. Um. So yeah, I'm suppose. How would I put this? I was just thinking to myself about all the evil in this world, and all the, just the amount of corrupt politicians, corrupt guards, corrupt judges. You have, in one country alone, you have loads of evil people, I suppose you could say, or people that are, I don't know what I could classify them as that, but it is when you stop and think about it, and you think about, especially Ireland, you think about the corruption in the guards. You think about loads of things in this country, and you just have to stop and think. And it just shows me that I always should try, and everybody should try and always do right. Try and do the right thing instead of doing the wrong thing, because we are given the temptation. Let's be honest. Everybody who's offered ridiculous sums of money or something like that to keep them quiet, or something like that is everybody in the end really gives in to temptation, because we are humans. Everybody kind of gives in, but some people don't, which is a good thing. But generally speaking, a lot of people do give in, which is totally wrong, because you're encouraging them to keep going with the shady practices, I suppose you could say. But this world is full of evil. Especially in government and in the EU, and there's evil in every part of the EU's part in Parliament and the EU. The European Union, I mean to say too. There's corruption. There's things happening probably in there we can't even imagine what's happening, and you just have to stop and take like this. The way I look at life and the way I see life. I always try and be nice to people, try and help people as much as humanly possible. And that's truthfully, I always try and help people as much as humanly possible. And then you just see people, you see people who are corrupt and, that just don't care about society, don't care about people. And the only thing they care about is, as whatever you call that Swedish activist, I can't remember her name now. 16, I can't remember her name. Yeah, I think people know her. She's talking to the United Nations. She's getting a lot of backlash over it. Can't think of her name now, but as she said, what am I talking? I'm gone blank. You only care about economic gains and the rest of that, which is true. I agree with her statement saying that, because that's all governments really care about. If a country's profiting. They don't care for people starving. They don't care for that. As long as they're getting their money, they don't really seem to care much. Which is fair. It's fair enough if you're doing a good job. If you're doing a good job, you deserve to get paid. That's the way I look at it. Obviously the amount of money the TDs in the door there when are getting at the moment of the time, people in the Senate in Shannon, in the Senate, are getting ridiculous sum of money, and you just see the amount of people, lying on the streets, and you're just like, how are they getting 96,000 a year? Like, you just have to question yourself, and how? Just somebody explain it to me. And somebody who works, 29 hours a day, 29 hours a week, somebody who works, like, let's just say, an unbelievable amount of hours, let's just put it that way, only gets the minimum wage, right? And, the tax to live in, the tax to hell and to back. And you probably see these people in the door, they get free dinner. Like, there's people this outstanding money owed in the bar in the door. And obviously they're doing up the door, so, you have to take, why are they doing that? And there's loads of people starving, there's loads of people without house, and there's loads of people without hospital beds. You start questioning, to be honest. And you right the question, to be honest. People are very right the question. Like I always say, we always should try and do right, because there is so much wrong in this world. But what I try and do, and I'm sure everybody understand what I'm trying to do, is I always try and do the right thing. I always try and get my view out. I'm always trying to speak up for people's rights. I'm always trying to stand up for people. But obviously I'm at disadvantage because one, dyslexia, two, very, very bad anxiety. So that's what holds me back a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. I'm sorry for rambling on. Subscribe for more and bye.